I have a question for you guys. Have you ever experienced the situation when you do your tarot spread, you read almost all cards except that one? The card which can have different meanings, even if you know the context of situation, even if you know all the meanings, you still can read it in very different ways. Like it can have positive meaning, negative meaning, it can mean this or that or the third thing. And in this situation, most tarot readers, if they don't use their intuition only, but also use their brains, they pull some extra cards. And very often it happens that these extra cards confuse us even more. Usually I use the tarot system of the 12 rays, and with this tarot deck I don't experience problems like this because each card has reversed meanings and and with this system I don't experience problems like this because the system is really strict. But with Rider-Waite system, especially when I use only straight cards, so when I don't use reversals, finding the meaning can be really difficult. And today I'm happy to show you my fourth methods how to read an extra cards which explain the main card. Let's go. So the first method is the most used by me, and I just ask a question about the main card. I think it's easier to show than to explain. I ask a question, what kind of card is that? And then I pull an extra one. Let's try, like, what if we have a Five of Wands? So five of Wands can have different meanings, right? It can show a conflict, very straight meaning, or it can show a struggle when the person tries to push themselves through the situation. Or also it can mean like avoiding the fight, avoiding the struggle. And by having just only this card, I'm not really sure how to read it. So I pull an extra one and I ask, what kind of Five of Wands is that? You see, here we have the Three of Swords, so we can so I see that this is a very sad fight, like it doesn't go like it should have to go, like the person expected it to go, and maybe our person is losing. Maybe our client is inside the competition and he or she sees like there is no chances. So here I see that this Five of Wands is quite a weak one. Let's try one more example. And now we have Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles has really wide meanings, and it's really hard to say what is this card about, because it can be any material beginning. Also it can be something about comfort, about daily life, or about money, or about opportunity, and it has a lot of wide meanings. So when I ask what kind of Ace of Pentacles is this, and I get a Page of Cups. Page of Cups is also quite an open card, so it doesn't explain a lot, but I also see that our client is emotionally involved in this situation and has some dreams, expects something good from this Ace of Pentacles. In this case, when I don't have like the strict answer, I can pull even one more card, which will give me some more details. Like I can think that this possibility is coming from the King of Cups, and this King of Cups is also very caring, very emotional, and with his support something is possible. So if we do the spread about the job, I can say like this is a job opportunity to earn some money, and our client has a lot of hopes about that and has a help of someone from outside. Also the same if the reading is about relationship, so I see new relationship, new comfort, something like something easy, lucky and comfortable is happening, and it's because of the King of Cups, which gives our client some emotions and some hopes. Let's do one more example so you can totally understand what I mean. We have the Moon card. The Moon card is really difficult one. It shows fears, subconscious programs. I see this card, you know, like long ago dead kraken is coming through the sea from the deep waters, and you never know what it brings with it. So the Moon card, fears, illusions, not clear vision, and I can ask, what kind of the moon is that? And I see by the Ace of Swords that this Moon card produces an illusional idea, the wrong plan. How I know it's wrong? Because this Ace of Swords explains the Moon card. So under the fog, when it's not really visible, our brain, our client's brain, produces an idea which he believes is correct, is good for him or for her, but it's not. Let's go to the next variant. How blah, 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 blah. Let's move on to the next option. How I pull and how I read extra cards. So we have the same situation. The card, the main one. This is, I forgot it in English, Knight of Swords. So we have a Knight of Swords, which can mean a conflict, a fight, which can mean also developing new plan, new idea, and running after this plan, like struggling to do this. It also can mean a person. And in this case, it's really good to, if I have few options, for example, I have a conflict, like a plan, and it can be a person. So I have 3 options of what this card can mean. And in this situation, it's really good to ask your deck, like, I'm trying to translate it from Russian, like, what is for, what says for that this card means a conflict? And I pull one card. And what chances are that this card is a plan, an idea? And what chances are that this card means a person? So here I have 3 closed cards, and I will look for the most heavy one, the most real one. Let me show you. So the first one was the conflict, I guess, and here we have two of Swords, and this is a weak card. It means doubts, like it's not really clear what to think about this, so this option is really not the option in our case. The next one was the plan, and here we have 2 of Wands, which actually means the plan, so they both work good together, like, because I have some similarities in the meaning of the Knight of Swords and 2 of Wands. So this card has a really good chances to win this competition. And the next card is answering about chances that Knight of Swords is a person. And here, as you can see, no chances at all. So now I understand this is not a person, not a conflict, but this is a really great plan with aspiration and with... And in this case, I also read the extra card I pulled just to add something to the meaning, so that I can see that this Knight of Swords, it doesn't mean only the imaginary plan, but there are real opportunities, real chances to move on with this plan. So this seems to me like a good plan, like a good one. Let me give you another example of this method. Let's say it method. So again, we have one main card. Again, okay, it was similar with Knight of Swords, so I want another card to show something different, maybe. Okay, the Lover's card. It can mean choice, really hard choice, and it can mean love. So we have two options here I could ask about, but with this card I actually want to ask something different. Like, for example, I was doing a tarot spread with no question. I don't do it usually, but let's imagine I did. And I asked like about life, what expects me in the future. And for example, I see the Lover's card, and it can be connected to my work life, connected to my love life, connected to my inner self. And I don't know what this card is about, so I can pull some extra cards asking what chances are that the Lover's card from this spread is connected to my or client's work life, or what chances are that it's connected to love life, or this card is connected to inner, let's say, my inner world, my character, my inner things that happen a lot with me actually. And here again I will search for the heaviest card, for the most open one. So work life, and we have the Judgment here, which is really good, really powerful, and it's also major arcana that says that this choice may be connected to something, to the new stage in my work life, which will go slowly, which will grow slowly, and I have to do the right choice to get there. This card is really good, very heavy. Again, we have Two of Wands, which is also a good one, but the Judgment is much stronger for me. And inner life is a Hermit. The Hermit card in this case often tells me like think again about this, like think again about this. So here I can take out the Hermit card for sure, but these two are quite open. So I can say that this choice is connected to my work life, but also it will influence somehow my love life. And I can read also meanings of these cards to give more details about the Lover's card. And now let's move to the third method I use to find an explanation for myself of the main card. It may look similar to the first one, but it's not. At least in my brain, it's not, inside of my brain. So here we also have the main card, as usual. And this is Ten of Wands. And Ten of Wands means like something heavy, a lot of responsibility, a lot of things that the person has to do. And maybe I understand the meaning of this card, but I want to know more details, what is going on around this card. You know, it's like with the sentence. For example, Mike went to the forest yesterday. This is a simple sentence, yeah, but I can make it wider. Yesterday, after the dinner, Mike was very happy. He took his friends and they went to the forest. So what I do with this method is I do the sentence wider. I want to see more details. Let's see how it goes. Usually I pull 3 more cards, which explain the situation to me. And with this method, I can also pull the extra cards for each cards using the first method. So for example, let me show you. So I can ask, what kind of Ten of Wands is that? And here I get again King of Cups. So this Ten of Wands, this heaviness, is connected to some men with the Cups character, and I know maybe all the tasks come from him, yes, or maybe he's my boss, I don't know. Or maybe on Ten of Wands I do all these heavy things to satisfy the King of Cups. So we have few options, and these 3 cards, they are connected to the main one, but they show like different tints of the situation. For example, I see one more person here, so I know someone else is involved in this situation, and I can also ask what kind of King of Wands is that. Let's try that. So So I see that this King of Wands is full of dreams and illusions, and maybe in this situation I shouldn't listen to his advices, and it could be really hard because as King of Wands he's very passionate and very sure of what he dreams about, but seeing the Seven of Cups, I understand that he's not really reliable, and I shouldn't really listen to him. Also, in this heavy situation, I understand that I have some doubts, I miss some information, I don't really understand what to do. So this heavy situation has another aspect of uncertainty.
Uncertain, I don't know how to say this correctly.
And also I see Ten of Pentacles, which says that I get very stable results or I work to maintain this result. So this method is a bit different from the first one, but it's also really good in a different way. Like when I want more details, not about this card, but what is going on around this card. And the last option I use, I guess you are very familiar with it, is the simplest one, but I don't use it really often. I don't know why, not because it's bad. I just prefer the options I explained before, but it starts the same. So we have the main card, the Hermit, and here I just ask extra questions, like I know the Hermit is searching for something, so I can ask what's the Hermit from this spread is searching for. And I have the Hierophant, so I understand he's searching for the new knowledge, for the new stability, for his inner world, like new rules of life, some support that can give answers to our person. And here I have the Magician card. Magician is a very active card, like the person knows what they want in this situation and how to achieve it. So, for example, looking at his wand, for example, I can ask what's the main idea of this magician. Let's try that. So, the main idea is to analyze what the person has in their situation and to make a decision of what to do next. So this magician is an activity and an idea connected to analyzing the situation more than doing something. So first I understand that like it's a gifted idea from the God maybe, or from the universe, how to see the situation differently and how to understand it differently, and how to see what is good and what is bad, what is enough in this situation and what is not enough, what should I work more on in this situation. Also here, for example, I can ask like what the result of this process will be. It will be material stability. So we have two pentacles, so I understand this is very practical magician, connected to very practical things like job, money, comfort, and by analyzing this situation very actively and acting after it, I will get to the very stable situation, feeling safe, feeling comfortable, and probably very happy about my life, because the Magician is a very positive card. So I think that's enough for today. It was really hard for me to speak in English. I'm sorry for my language and mistakes I made. I hope this video was interesting for you. Let me know what you think about the options I showed, and feel free to ask any questions you have.